Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. It's Maxim again, and I'm here today to talk about the new Navy hero called Maplelyn, and we're gonna talk about her a little bit. I already recruited her, and actually I got quite lucky. So of course the way you wanna get her is by using the lucky treasury, and actually this time she cost me minus gems. I literally gained gems by getting her because I only paid 2 times 990 gems. So that's like less than 2,000 gems, and I actually won 2,200 gems from the treasury. So that hasn't happened to me for a very long time that I won any gems at all in the treasury. But anyway, and of course she looks hella cool. She looks very very cool, very nice. And yeah, anyway. So I did do a little bit of testing with her already, and I'm gonna go and talk about her now, explain her skill, and then talk about what I found out so far. So what she does, she's actually quite similar to Crimson Typhoon, in that she gives you HP enhancement and special armor. Although on Crimson Typhoon the special armor reduces skill damage, while her special armor reduces normal damage, normal attack damage. And you can see the enhancement is 50%, and so is his. So they both have the same like level of enhancement. And you also have Asuka recently, who has a little bit higher HP enhancement and an attack enhancement as well. But she doesn't give you any extra armor, and she works a little bit different, and she actually does, to sum it up, she does way more single target damage than Maplelyn does, and she is sort of for a different setup completely. So yes, she can be used for Navy for sure, Asuka, and I will show you in a moment, but she is meant to work with dots. And on Navy, unless you actually get her skill to level 5 and work with those dots, you will not really have dots. So she's more to go with Maximos in Maximo, and to go with where is she? The new magnetic uh, army hero, Brynhilder, because she's gonna be triggering that stuff. So yeah. So let's get back to the new hero, Maplelyn. And as I said, she's better in AoE, and that is because her skill hits, basically it hits, well, either one column twice or two columns once each. It's gonna trigger, attack a random like enemy for 60% damage, and do another 50% damage to the whole column, or actually no, to the other ones in the column. So to be precise, okay. And that is actually increased by every kind of damage shield you have by 20%, up to 200%. If you're wondering how it can be up to 200 when there's not that many shields, it's because her level 5 and level 7 exclusive skills give you another 15% extra. So then it actually becomes 50% extra for each kind, and there is 4 kinds right now. So you have indestructible, heavy armor, resistance, and light armor. And I'm actually unable to tell you who gives the resistance right now, to be honest, from the top of my mind, or if it's even in the game right now, because they were also renaming some of the things, and maybe resistance is gonna come on the next heroes, okay? But the heavy armor, Crimson Typhoon, light armor is from her, Maplelyn, and indestructible is from other heroes such as Layla here, and where are they? Strike Eureka, and of course Optimus Prime and stuff. But Strike Eureka and Layla are probably the strongest ones that you would be using her with for the indestructible is. And that's actually something else that you should keep in mind, because you will want the, so basically she's gonna be basically replacing Crimson Typhoon for PvP, or for things such as the towers, like places where you have like full team versus team fight. The problem is that she's gonna be quite strong in the first rounds, but she's gonna get weaker with every single round. Like every single time an enemy stack of units dies, she's gonna be doing less and less damage, which is not the case for Crimson Typhoon. And of course, if you're invested in Crimson Typhoon, you will have to invest again, which is a bit ew, to be honest. And you will basically need to have a 3 hero setup for her to be properly effective, because she will need the other 2 buffs, or either other 2 damage reductions, like the Indestructible and Striker and Crimson, for instance. But then you will be lacking actually attack enhancement, that is, now after it's renamed. That's one thing. And the other one is that, of course, Stromoy, who is the current newest one with the attack enhancement, also has Silent Precision, which makes you get extra damage per damage reduction shield, which means that when you do have light armor, the heavy armor from the other 2, for instance, if you combine it, or the Indestructible and the light armor, you'll be doing plus 20% damage. And if she is on higher ones, then it's going to be higher. It's going to be plus 50% damage. And also she's going to be actually giving 40% heavy armor. So that's actually the reason why, that's actually the main reason, to be honest, why the new hero is going to be replacing Crimson Typhoon for Whales. I don't know for myself actually which one of them I'll want to be using. I'll think about that in the future and stuff. But for Whales, Maplelyn will replace Crimson Typhoon, and for that specific reason of the level 5 skill on, where is she? Stromoy, because this level 5 skill with the new hero is going to basically make it possible to have way stronger Silent Precision, because and here they have 50% Silent Precision if level 7, and basically it's gonna be level 7 Silent Precision with 3 stacks, so it's gonna increase the damage by 150%. I of course do not know if that is multiplicative or not. So that we might need to find that out actually. But yeah. And to take a bit of a look at the things I sent her on, you can actually see here, for instance, that if we check these things, we can see that she has a very stable proc rate, but it's a lot lower than an Asuka. Okay, it's actually lower than an Asuka. You can see it in one of these. God damn it! You can see here that she has a lower proc rate than Asuka, quite a lot, or maybe I was just very lucky here with the Asuka, but still, like, she has very similar proc rate to Crimson Typhoon, and you can see the damage is actually a little bit higher per proc, and that is without having the extra, like the full 3 hero team buffs, let's say, because her and having level 5, level 7 skill and such. Because that's going to increase her splash damage considerably. However, it will kind of suck if you take it for a boss, for instance. So for a boss, she's gonna be very, very bad. And you can see it here, for instance. Because, well, she's only gonna be hitting a single enemy, right? She's only going to be hitting a single enemy. So basically she'll only be doing 1/3 of the damage she's supposed to be doing with that skill. And that's just, not that great. You can just see that, like on single target it's gonna be so. Yeah, so she's a PvP hero who is going to also be good, of course, in things such as the towers, as I said, but the towers will just eventually get cleaned by everyone, thanks to the whales and stuff helping them and the buffs, and it's just not really gonna be a long-term thing. and so it's not doesn't really matter that much, I think. Anyways, I wonder. I'm not sure if there's anything more else like important that I should talk about here. Uh, yeah, like as I said, you can actually use Asuka for Navy, but she is not really that like main Navy, let's say. And if you didn't get Crimson and you got Maplelyn now, then you don't have to worry about Crimson at all. She's just gonna replace him for you, except for world bosses and and sandbox. The never mind this. Sorry. As I said before, she will need 3 heroes to get her maximum effect, and she definitely will need to be stacked with Stromoy. Like for her maximum value, you need Stromoy, you need a Maplelyn, you need both of them at least level 5 skill. So it's again like a very whale thing to do, I guess. And then as a third one, you can either have Crimson still, but not. I wouldn't suggest that. You definitely want an indestructible, so it's gonna be either Lila or Striker. I think maybe I think you might actually prefer Striker, to be honest. I think Striker is just so much stronger than Lila. Then of course, if you're a whale, you're gonna have three. I mean, or you know what I mean, like the people who actually do get these heroes to higher special skills, exclusive skills, are going to be playing with multiple marches. And yeah, so that's gonna, yeah. And there is actually another thing here though with the Lila. Uh, I think Lila is more to be combined with Crimson, because he is gonna get increased damage from her thing, while yeah, while the new one, Maplelyn, is just gonna be better with Striker or maybe some other future indestructible, and she's gonna kind of outdate Lila, I think, because of the you know what I mean. Debilitation is more to work with other heroes than with uh, than with Maplelyn and then with Stromae. You can also see, of course, that Striker also has like one of the biggest and hardest hitting things. Basically, his proc rate and his damage on his skill is one of the highest in the game, and he works just fine for other things. Then I'm just gonna just for the rules. And you can just see that he just okay. Actually here, okay. Actually here, Crimson did more damage. Okay, never mind that. Anyways, let's see if I'm gonna get my point ruined by multiple times in a row. Okay, I will. Oh well. But if we compare them directly, actually, Lila still has a little bit higher damage than Striker, which seems weird. It doesn't seem to be what I used to see in the past, but I don't know. And she's actually even 1 star here. But I believe he's just a lot stronger when it comes to the indestructible, and his indestructible is just stronger, and he soaks the damage from your first line into the back line and stuff like that. Anyway, and I have to go do this. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, please comment in the comments, and if you have any questions or any opinions on what I said. Also, if you have any opinions on what I should be buying with my, where is it? With with my things from the Evangelion event. And until next time, please like, share, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.